Hi guys, and welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Aomways. Now I've been playing around with them for a little bit and we're going to do the Fatshark mod. I've got it to work perfect. However, when I was reopening it now to start recording, I kind of ripped a wire, so I need to order a wire which gives the power to the whole goggles. So when you take it apart, just be careful. So let's just begin how I went about doing this. And a little bit more about this mod is the fact that it's 100% reversible. You're not going to have to desolder anything. You're just going to have to solder 3 wires. That's it. Ground, 5 volt, and the video. And you're done. So let's take a look how we can achieve this. So one thing you want to do is you want to open it. Be careful while opening it. The faceplate has 1 screw, so you're going to have to remove that. Then you remove the faceplate, and there's just 2 screws holding this top plate together. And when you're opening it, just be extra careful, because if you rip it too much, you could rip one of those wires like I have. So we're going to go ahead and remove this now. And as you can tell here, it's open. So let's just, we're going to make this video as quick as possible. So first things first, what you want to do is you're going to have the modules for this module and this module, it's right there, connected here and here. You want to go ahead and remove those wires, as you can tell, and then the module just slides right out. There you go. So we just removed this module, and we have removed this module. Let's take a look here. This module right there. Those were right here. One was there and one was there. What you do is there's this little black thing that you just pull on it ever so slightly. Just be extra careful. And then it'll just push back, and then you could just easily remove it. Don't force it. If it's not coming out, then something's wrong. So just make sure you have it all the way out and remove it. So now we need to solder 3 wires: video, ground, and power. So where I took ground from, and this is the wire that I just broke right now while opening it. This is what provides power to the whole board. So yeah, so just be careful. All right, so where I took ground is from right here, as you can tell right there. So let's just zoom in here, and hopefully it'll focus. Yes. I just soldered a ground wire to that right there on the side of this connector. This is your power connector, and that's the ground. That's where I took ground from. Now, usually in other goggles, we had to get some kind of a static 5 volt, and usually we ended up putting some kind of voltage regulator. However, on this one, we really don't have to. So the power for 5 volt where I soldered it on. So once you remove the goggles here, just like this, you flip this over, and then you see this nice little fat coil right here. And what I did is you want to solder it. This would be your 5 volt. You want to solder it to right there. There's a little pad. Just add a little solder and just put that wire there. Use the smallest wires you have. And if you do have silicone, it's even better. So yeah, go ahead and go with silicone. They're way better for these type of situations. Now, the video wire is a bit tricky. Now, why is it a bit tricky? Because we have these little ICs that have the video feed coming from the already 2 built-in modules, and you have to find it. And then once you find it, you have to find the pin that is selected to, choose between them. And there's only 1 output from that chip. So it takes 2 inputs and then it just has 1 output, and it changes between them inside that little chip. It's so tiny. So that took me about an hour to find, but we found it. So what I'm going to do now, we're going to go ahead and remove the screws here, so we can lift this board up. So let's go ahead and do that together real quick. All right, so we've gone ahead and removed the wires. Now what we want to do is grab this board and flip it over. So once it's flipped over, and don't be afraid if the little buttons fall out, leave them out. They're not, once you put this back on, they just clip on top of these. So don't worry about that. So now I want to take a look here. And what you want to do is you want to find this little guy right there, as you can see him. So there's 2 of them. One is for the AV in, and one is for the 2 receivers. This is for the 2 modules right here. And on most goggles, like the EV800s and other goggles, this is the little chip that's they're usually using to control the video. So you have the left one, all the way left bottom pin is taking from one of these 2. I don't remember which one. Let's just say that one. And the one on the bottom right is taking from the other receiver, which is over there. The middle pin here is ground. That pin is select, so that will tell it which one to select. The middle one right there is VCC, and the left one is the video out. So the select decides which one of the 2 receivers goes through. However, we bypass these 2 because we don't know how the RSSI, how they program the RSSI inside between the modules. So we really, you don't want to get blackouts and that kind of stuff. So what I did is we go straight to the output, and it's that one all the way to the left. So unfortunately I can't zoom in any more than that, but it's right there, this one. So right here, it's the one all the way on the top right. Come on, right there. That's where I soldered it. And you're gonna need to just be extra careful while soldering the wire there. Make sure it doesn't touch anything. So that'll be your video, and you're done. That's it. All you gotta do is just route those 3 wires through the existing hole right here. Plug in any Fatshark module, it'll work. Right now I am designing and 3D printing the module, but I'm still going through a lot of iterations. I want to make it as simple as possible with no overhang and no support material, because my support material always just basically ruins everything for me. I can never break it off. So currently I have a couple prototypes that I'm working on, and yeah, I'll leave well, I can't even leave that because it's not even ready. I have 3 prototypes I just printed out. None of them I really like at all, but the idea is, if anyone has a 3D printer and wants to start on it, the idea is, what I'm trying to get at here is to have this in there, and then you close the case on it, thus leaving this part hanging out, and you can plug your case for the Fatshark module right here. That'd be pretty insane. So I got that part perfect right here, but here, as you can tell here, because the fan broke off, and that's why I didn't have any cooling, which is why it's crap. So I need to kind of actually fix the 3D printer a little bit, because I yanked the fan. But that's not the point. I'm currently working, this looks so wrong, I'm currently working on the design for the module thingy, and should be pretty good. And I think that's it, guys. So that's going to conclude it for this video. It's just 3 wires. You just solder them in. We will make this, I promise you, we'll make this into a complete mod with everything once I complete it. But right now I need to get another wire, which I broke, which is this one right here. This is what's providing power. So just be careful while you're opening after you move those 2 screws, just ever so slightly. And if you want, just stick a flat screwdriver in there and just start popping it, you know, very nice and easy. And here, this is the way that the clips are. There's just 2 clips, one here and one there. So just be extra careful. That's all that's holding it. Those 2 clips after you move these 2 screws here. And then I would recommend you push down and from the top. This is the bottom. Push from the bottom and then move up. So I kind of forgot where it was, and I just broke mine right now, right before I started recording, which I'm pretty pissed off about, to be honest, because it was just working beautiful. And the AV in still works. The record will still work perfect. Everything works perfect in there. However, you know, if you wanted to remove this, what you can do is just cut the wires and then just stick those modules back in, and you're good to go. Just plug them in, and it's like nothing ever happened. So that's what's so cool about this little mod. And that's going to conclude it for this video, guys. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I do apologize for ripping the stupid cable here that I couldn't complete it all the way through. And I do promise you I'm still working on the design right now. I'll make a separate video for the overall completion of how it would be. And that's it, guys. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And please consider joining my Patreon. I have a lot of giveaways this month, and it'll greatly support the channel, so I keep doing things like this. And if you guys have any questions or any suggestions, feel free to let me know. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That really helps the channel. And we'll see you next time. See you guys. Take care.